What is up, POW fam? And my name is Paul POW, aka Paul POW, and welcome to our another series of Pawn POW, a chess series of Paul POW, where we're going for post-game analysis right now and this is not scripted. So last March and April we had 14 videos or 14 vlogs of the FIDE candidates 2026. Congratulations once again to Javokir Sindara for winning the FIDE Candidates 2026, and he's going to battle Gukesh Damaraju in the World Chess Championship. But right now, in an unexpected way, we are having post-game analysis for Norway Chess 2026, because last year it was notable for in the game of Magnus Carlsen and Gukesh Damaraju, where Magnus was like visibly frustrated, banging the table, and yeah, we were so shocked, like pretty much. So I decided, as part of the Duo Davao 2026 celebrations on Paul POW, we're gonna do some Norway chess, even though it is Norway and not Davao. Okay. So Norway chess apparently is a 10-round game, which is 10. It's a 10-round tournament, which is a double round robin. 6 players from each category is going to face each other. Yeah, 6 players face each other twice from the open and the women's, and they're going to battle each other. And the win is apparently 3 points, lose is a 0 point, and a draw is worth 1 point each. But a draw means you have to win the Armageddon, and if you win the Armageddon, you score an extra 1/2, and if you don't, you just leave with 1 point. All right, so right now it's round 1 out of 10 of Norway Chess 2026. This time we're gonna take a look between the French Grandmaster Alireza Firouzja, I think, and everybody's favorite Magnus Carlsen. Okay, so you've seen on the photo that Firouzja's leg was like spreaded on the right side of was on a chair, but I have to check on it why, but yeah. All right, let's begin. Um Ali Reza is playing white, and he begins with pawn to d4, and then Magnus goes with d5, c4, e6, knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, h6, a3, c5, and then takes. Bishop goes to f4, knight c6, pawn goes to e3, a6, bishop goes to e2, c4. Okay, so you may have seen um some may have seen this. The bishop is blocked, so this bishop cannot go here because it's going to be taken. So had to find another way, probably move this knight. Move this knight, and I can say knight e5 to put on some development in this position right over there. But yeah, and that was Alireza moved anyway. Knight to e5, which is great. So bishop goes to d6. Both players castled. Bishop goes to g3. Bishop f5. Pawn goes to f4. Bishop to e7. Knight f no. Bishop f3. Rook c8. Rook c1. Pawn goes to b5. Bishop e1. b4 takes. Bishop takes b4. Bishop goes to h4. Takes. And apparently no more pawn is pushing forward this. I mean this. Oops. It's protecting this pawn. Maybe there is a rook, like, yeah, wait, before takes, oh wait, before breaks the pawn chain in here and push pawn, and then takes this one, and this pawn chain is gone, and this becomes the a6 becomes an isolated pawn. So a takes, And then bishop takes b4, bishop h4, takes. I mean, could have been great if I would go. Yeah, I mean, it's good, but like, it's kind of a dubious or something for rook c3 to continue protecting this right over there. So I could say maybe probably put the queen and then where? Yeah, there's a lot of possible combinations. Maybe you could take this one. Alright, let's go back. B takes e3, queen d6, rook a1, knight e4. Then the rook goes to take it. Okay. Pawn goes to f6. Whoops. Bishop takes. Bishop takes. Knight g4, queen d7. Knight goes to f2, knight to e7. Queen e2, rook c6, and then they exchange. Knight takes d takes rook a1. Knight goes to d5. Bishop f1. I mean bishop e1. So Firouzja's bishop is kind of like stuck. Less development, but I think bishop e1. What's the plan for it is um d2 c1 a3 could have been to develop this diagonal, not the rook, but like a rook might move anyway. Okay, rook b8, f5, king goes to h7, queen g4, queen d7, queen goes to e4, rook e8, queen g4, king g8, pawn goes to e4, knight e3, queen f3, knight c2, rook c1, knight a3, bishop goes to g3, knight b5, and pawn goes to e5, and that's the end of the game. Alireza Firouzja wins the game, and I think I know why. There's 4 pawns over for Magnus, and then 6 pawns for Alireza. So you know that there's gonna be a eventual pass pawn right over here, and it's kind of like unstoppable because look at this. It's all connected, pawn chain. And this one has a hold on. This is a this is a pawn chain. This pawn can move eventually like this. But this pawn is isolated, which is sad. And there's like 2 pawn islands, which makes Alireza win this game. Okay, so that's gonna be pretty much it for round number 1 of Norway Chess 2026 as part of Duo Davos celebrations here on Paul POW. So we're gonna have round 2. There's gonna be 4 consecutive round game days, but at the same time, and like 4 consecutive game days and then break, and another 4 consecutive game days and then break again, and then 2 more rounds, and that's pretty much it. All right, so thank you so much for watching POW Fam, and don't forget to subscribe on our main channel, Paul POW, and do follow us on Facebook, Paul POW. And for more fun in Galaxy, go check us out on my vlog channel, POW Vlogs, Twitch, X, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and on Blue Sky. So that's pretty much it for me. This has been Paul POW saying so long, here to Galaxy.